Good morning, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 13626 Southwest 165th Avenue here in, I'm getting the city Tigard sent to me, but the GPS pulls it up as Sherwood, so I'm not entirely sure which city it truly is. Anyway, we're going to check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Water's currently running, so as you face the house from the street, that's how I describe everything. We're to the right of the front doorway. In fact, if you lose track of this cleanout's already buried a few inches deep. It sits smack dab right in front of the foundation vent, the furthest foundation vent to the right of the front doorway, out the front of the home, and about 2 feet out from it. 3-inch ABS, water's running. We are zeroed out here. Off we go. Making a transition right up ahead here over to 4-inch 3034 PVC. That transition there looked pretty darn flush. I think the line may have belled out to 4-inch just before getting to that point. We'll get a nicer view of that on the way back in. Camera's upside down right now if you didn't figure that out already. This fancy new system of mine doesn't let me flip the image over to accommodate one of my older cameras. And right up ahead here is the main lateral connection. You're going to see a little bit of substance at some of these pipe joints. That's very normal. What I'm looking for to see if the joint is compromised is a gap between them, a separation. Brand new sewer lines like this, they use a substance called duck butter. It's a grease, it's like Vaseline. When the line's first installed, they lube up the pipe ends, so when they slam them home in the coupler, the pipe ends butt up against each other properly. So you'll often have a little bit of that substance sticking out from the joint. It's not uncommon too to get a little bit of dirt stuck to it. So that's all you're looking at there, if you even notice what I was talking about. Anyway, we've hit the main here at 52 feet. We're gonna go locate that real quick while the pipe drains off, and then we'll take a second look at everything as we come back. So far, good looking sewer line. Alrighty, line terminates on the Southwest 165th. We're going to start pulling back in here. You've actually got a curb stamp, in case you're curious where the line's at. If you go out to the street curb, relatively in line with where the cleanout's at, you'll see an S stamped in the concrete. That stands for sewer. That is where your line crosses into the road. So what's nice about this line is it makes its way out through the front yard. Should a repair ever be needed at some point, which hopefully never happens, a good portion of the line is just under the front yard area, not under a driveway, which is ideal. Alright, all 3034 PVC looks great. Transition joint's nice and tight. No issues there. The line does a little bit of a zig and a zag as it makes its way through the front yard. It kind of jaunts toward the doorway, but turns and straightens out about halfway between the clean out and the doorway. Alright, we're going to flip around here for just a second, run backwards. Everything from the clean out access to the main lateral connection's in good condition, has good flow, and is functioning properly at this time. And right there, we have gone through the foundation wall. Everything from that point forward is all exposed piping. That's the stuff the home inspector, you can look at that with your eyeballs. You don't need a camera for it. Very nice looking sewer line. And no construction debris, which is really nice to see. Very, very common issue on new construction. Extremely.